asshole, but I was like,
No,
but this kid had been bullying me for like 3 years, and I was like, I have receipts, motherfucker. And I printed everything out. He got in trouble for everyone that he made fun of. Some of it was like kids that didn't even go to our school. He apologized to me every day of 8th grade.
Really?
And I don't know that I ever forgave him. And I remember once he was doing basically the exact same thing. He was like being really bitchy to this girl in like Facebook comments in my freshman year of college. And this asshole like never got his shit together.
6 years later,
never got his shit together. It was a girl that I was like kind of friends with, and she got picked on a lot, and I was like, hell no, this is not happening. I was like, this is years later, and I was not more confident, but I had more fake confidence. And I was like, fuck this shit. Fuck this guy. And I like basically went in, I did like launched this whole thing about like all the shitty things that he did. And I was like, but I guess you never learn your lesson. And I made a reference to a very specific thing he once said to me in like an online like AIM message when he was like making fun of me for like something really horrible.
Jeez.
And I like just let it all loose on there, and he just like he private messaged, he's like, I'm really sorry, I'll be better. And I was like, you're never gonna be better.
You clearly have not learned your lesson, you asshole.
But the moral of this story is that guy got in a lot of trouble and had to apologize to me every single day, and he wasn't doing shit on school computers.
Good. Yeah.
And it was so early in the time of like cyberbullying being a thing, but my middle school, which was like notoriously bad at everything, was like on top of it. So there's no way that Zoe wouldn't have anything happen to her.
Yeah. I know. It's like
yeah, he can't control the internet, but he can control punishment over his own students.
Seriously.
So there's no fucking way that she would have just gotten away with that.
That seems like a weird technicality. Like, I feel like there has to be something.
Yeah. So thank you.
That has to be, especially now, where I'm sure it's so common.
Hell no.
It's like you can't escape it even when you go home, like you're on Facebook and Instagram and everything. Exactly. There's so many different avenues for someone to be a shitty person to you.
Exactly. So there's no way that Degrassi wouldn't. So there's some fun backstory. And thank you, Anne Elizabeth, for really unleashing some stuff that I clearly buried.
That's always fun.
Always a cool time.
We also have an email from Caitlin, which we mentioned earlier, where she links to an Instagram video about why Alli is a Capricorn. But then she also said the subject is, here's why Alli's a Capricorn. First, there's this link that's just basically this really like type A person on a date. That was like, yeah, that does seem kind of like Alli. And then she says, Alli on a date, at her best knowingness, what she deserves is this. Did that make sense? Anyway, then Alli is currently at her worst, so she's shit at being a Capricorn. Of course, a Capricorn would be able to fast track to MIT. A shitty Capricorn would say no. I want to do everyone's chart, and that's all she says.
I mean, we would love to do everyone's chart. We already have decided that Dallas is a Cancer.
Alli's Capricorn. What do you think? I guess we can just do it now.
Let's do it while it's on our mind.
What do you think Claire is?
Virgo.
Yeah.
Or a Pisces.
Eli. Scorpio.
Eli might be a Scorpio. He's definitely a water sign. He's either Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio.
He seems, out of the three of those, I feel like he seems more like a Scorpio to me.
Yeah.
Who else is left? Who else? Jenna?
Jenna's like an Aquarius or something.
I can see her being a Pisces too, though.
She's not like overly emotional, though.
Yeah, maybe. But I don't know. Aquariuses are like weird.
Libra?
Like, maybe a Libra.
She's a Libra.
I feel like she's more affectionate than what an Aquarius would be.
Yeah, I think she's a Libra. Drew's a Leo.
Leo. Yeah, definitely a Leo. Connor might be an Aquarius.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? I think Claire is a Taurus.
Ooh, yeah, stubborn as fuck. Yeah, that's a good call. It's a good call.
I think she's definitely a Taurus because she's like type A Earth sign, but also like digs in.
Yeah, no, Claire's a Taurus. That is also, an excellent call.
And it's hard for her to like budge from her already like preconceived notions about things. I think she's definitely a Taurus.
What do you think Imogen is?
Imogen could be an Aquarius. I can see her being an Aquarius.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's just like real open to shit. So maybe Connor isn't. Maybe Connor's a Virgo.
Yeah, I could see Connor as a Virgo.
Because Virgos are, I feel like he's more very like black or white.
Yeah.
Keep my nose to the ground type of person.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Imogen is probably an Aquarius. I'm like trying to think of characters, but I'm also trying to think of like which signs we haven't gone toward yet.
I don't know anything about Sagittarius.
Sagittarius, you know my friend Taylor?
Yes.
She's a fucking Sagittarius. Like, they're like very, like, life of the party. My friend Lee is a Sagittarius.
Got it.
None of these names mean anything to anybody, but, like, I feel like they're very, like, outgoing and, like, want to keep the party going, but they're also, like, particular about the way that they do that in the same way.
So they're Declan.
Declan might be a Sagittarius. What do you think Holly J's a Capricorn?
Yeah, Holly J is a Capricorn. Come on. What about Fiona? Fiona might be
Cancer?
Oh yeah, Fiona's the Cancer. That's
she's
okay. All right, that's fair. that's an excellent point.
Yeah.
I feel seen.
Yeah, definitely. I'm trying to think.
She could be a Pisces.
Who do you think like an Aries is? Because Aries can also. I could also see her maybe being an Aries because they're very like act first, think later.
Mm.
But I don't know. She might be a little too more emotional. And
yeah.
More Cancer. But I'm trying to think of who like an Aries would be.
Mm.
What do you think Maya is?
Ooh. I mean, I think Maya might be a Capricorn.
She could be. But I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I guess she can think on some end of the spectrum. She keeps things bottled up real tight.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, maybe she's a Capricorn.
I think that Katie is a Virgo, though.
Yeah. I can see that. Maybe do we want to go old school? What do you think Emma is?
Ooh, Emma's a Taurus.
Oh yeah, I can see her being a Taurus. Sean, he might be an Aries.
Yeah, that fully tracks.
Jimmy,
I don't know.
Leo,
he could be a Leo.
Spinner.
Spinner's hard.
Yeah, Spinner. Because he goes through so many, like, evolutions.
That's the thing. He's gone through so many phases that you really can't pin him down. He's definitely a cusp, though. Yeah. Whatever he is, he's a cusp.
Craig.
Craig's a Cancer.
Yeah. Although in real life, Jake Epstein has the same birthday as I do.
Does he really?
Which will be on the day that this episode comes out.
Happy almost birthday to Holland.
Well, happy birthday to me when you hear it.
Happy birthday to Holland on this episode recording day.
Yeah. But yeah, I have the same birthday as him and Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Nice.
Fucking Capricorn.
So many Capricorns.
That Capricorn energy, though.
It's true.
Manny?
Leo or a Gemini.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. What's more? I don't know. Yeah, one of those. Maybe she's a cusp.
Yeah.
They're next to each other, right?
No.
Leo and Cancer.
Yeah, because I'm a cusp. I'm a Leo Cancer cusp, which I don't think fully tracks, but.
Maybe you're just like more. It's like with a toe into Leo.
Yeah.
Into Cancer.
Yeah, that's basically it.
I'm like a couple days away from being an Aquarius, but I think I'm definitely more of a Capricorn.
Yes, that is correct. I can vouch for that. What do you think Paige is?
Paige.
I think Paige is a Gemini.
Maybe?
No, Paige is a Leo, but Ashley's a Gemini.
Oh, yes.
Paige is a Leo, Ashley's a Gemini. Manny, I'm still not sure.
Terry, a Libra?
Yeah.
God, I wonder if this is interesting to anybody.
This is not interesting to anybody. I think maybe it's been going on for too long.
I think it has. We're like, who else do we have? I might have to edit this to be a little quicker because we're like,
It's just us really. It's just us really thinking hard about the attributes of a fucking Sagittarius. Toby is probably a Virgo.
Virgo or Aquarius.
Yeah.
JT's a Leo.
JT is full Leo.
That might be everybody
yeah.
I can think of. before adding more like
Liberty. I think Liberty could be either a Capricorn or, hear me out, a Scorpio.
I could see that.
In my heart says that she's a Scorpio.
Yeah, maybe, yeah. Although, I don't know. I feel like it's very Capricorn of her to like be in hardcore denial about being pregnant until it's too late.
That is accurate. That is a true fact. All right, you guys, we got to stop. Anyway,
this is not interesting.
We have a review
from Bree Lynn 1122. You do not say who you want to be shipped with, but I guess I will just figure it out. All right, so this is going to be heavily inspired by the episode we just watched, but I'm going to ship you with Dallas.
Yay!
You are in science class, and you are tasked with a project with your lab partner, who happens to be Mike Dallas, and you're like, oh, this jock, like, great, I get saddled with him, and also science isn't even my best subject. It's gonna be hard. Great, we have to do this after school. So you start working on this science project. It starts off a little Nathan and Haley, where it's like there's bickering, but then you learn that Dallas is actually like secretly smart, and he's gonna help you through this science experiment. And you kind of like work after school all week, and you get closer and closer, and then finally your hypothesis comes true. It's very exciting. You're gonna win science. And then it comes time to giving your presentation in class, and you pass with flying colors, and it's great, and like Dallas has been for you every step of the way. And then after class, he's like, we should celebrate. Do you want to like get a celebratory coffee at the Dot after school? And you're like, okay. And then you go on a little coffee date, and it's great, and he's cute, and you've really turned around on Mike Dallas. And then whatever happens, and that's my ship for you.
I love it. Let's go win this science.
Perfect. But all right, that is all the grapevine that we have for you guys today. If you'd like to be featured on a future grapevine segment, you can tweet at us at DeGrassiPod. We're on Instagram at DeGrassiPod. You can email us at whateverittakes@gmail.com. And you can listen to us pretty much anywhere, but if you're on Apple Podcasts, if you could rate, review, and subscribe, that would be super cool. And if you leave us a review, you too can get a Degrassi-inspired fanfiction made up by one of us on the show. And you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at HollandTacular.
And you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at KelSucks with a Z at the end. And Holland, what do you want to recommend?
I will recommend Future Man Season 2. It just came out, and it's pretty good so far. I haven't finished it yet. But if you haven't watched Future Man at all, it's really funny, and it's on Hulu. Fuck it up.
Sounds good. All day yesterday, I watched a million things. I did not get out of bed. But I watched the entire only season of Happy! ! It is weird and dark and funny and very, very dark, and kind of gave me nightmares. It's
Great.
Yeah, but it's really good. As long as you are prepared for weird, dark shit. It stars the guy who plays Elliot Stabler. And he plays like a now disgraced former like super cop, like hero cop kind of guy. And he's just like an alcoholic, and he's a hitman, and this little girl like gets kidnapped, and her imaginary friend, who's this like Pegasus type creature with buck teeth, comes and finds him, and he's like, you have to save Haley.
What is the show?
It's insane. It is bananas. It's super weird, but you have to be ready for weird, but like it's funny and good if you can handle weird as fuck. If you can handle dark and weird and violent.
Gotcha.
And it stars the creepiest Santa Claus character I've ever seen in my life, and that is literally what gave me nightmares. I'm so scared.
All right. Well, that's all that we have for you guys today. Thank you, as always, to Jay for our wonderful theme song, and thank all of you for listening. Goodbye, Panthers.
Bye, Panthers.